We live.
I just got it.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, got it.
All right. Hey, shalom, shalom.
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 All right, first and foremost, before we get started, giving our praise and glory to
To
Yahweh,
you,
Yahweh,
Josh.
and double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, rule well and taught us his truth. Peace, much love, and salutations, as always, and to those elect. Brothers out in Great Millstone, Nashville. Another Sabbath lesson through the Spirit of God. Lord's will, man. This be edifying to the elect. All right, really just going to get into, a little bit into the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, people know it's America. All right, this place is going to be utterly destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Thus saith the Holy Scripture. So we'll start at Jeremiah 51. And once again, Lord's with us edifying. Brothers got it from there.
All right, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, starting at verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Right, so he will render unto her a recompense. Most High is getting ready to pay this whore back in full, okay, for all the the iniquity, all right, that she has committed. It says her sins have reached into the heavens. All right, so now there's a payback, required by Yahweh Shemashai. 2 Thessalonians 1:6, seeing it as a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation and that trouble you. All right, and that you referencing to the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks and the American Latinos. All right, ultimately this is for the payback of Yahweh Shemashai, but also for the nation of Israel, because we were done completely wrong, man, by this devil. All right, go ahead.
Verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Right, because Babylon's been the place that's been used, all right, by Yahweh Shemashai, okay, to forward essentially all this left hand side, wickedness throughout the four corners of the earth. All the nations are drunken on that wine. All right, and that's why they're mad. You go into just a couple of the eastern countries, and they don't allow that certain shit that Babylonians allow. That women twerking and shit like that. You
Right.
know, TikToks and all that. All that weird shit that Babylonians do. They don't allow that, so they get pissed when their women go there or come here to America and then go back and they try to push that type of wicked agenda, man.
Right. Because if I may be add, because I was meditating on that honestly a couple of times. Because you see how the women, how they act down here, just how people act down here in general. That shit wouldn't fly to other countries. And those things that these Babylonians are doing, shit, and these other countries, especially these women, they would get put to death. Because you would see some videos where, let's say a woman, she steps out. I can't really say exactly what country, but over there, on the other side of the earth, basically, yeah, they'll kill your ass, man. These women, I've seen videos of women getting shot in the fucking face, for stepping out and
Yep.
acting a damn fool.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
All right, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah. I said we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. All right, there's not a big enough surgery that could be done. All right, on this bitch, to be repaired, to be healed, man. And essentially what Esau Edom right now is trying to do, because pursuing the revelation of the 12th chapter, he knows that he have but a short time. So essentially, what he's trying to do is put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound.
Yeah.
And it's just simply not going to work. You can have the strongest Band-Aid, the actual Band-Aid brand. You spend a couple extra dollars on that box, or 10, or whatever, what I'm saying, the case may be, the big square ones. It's just not going to work. All right. This place is not able to go back to that great so-called great stature that it once was at, man, to where it was actually a power to be, feared. Because now the heathens they're not worried about Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they possess the same nuclear capability that they do.
Mm-hmm.
They got the same power. Then they got allies. Everybody's starting to see, nigga, if I got Russia, I'm good. Russia's getting ready to go back into that what's that, the USSR spirit, man. I think that's what it's called, USSR, Soviet Union, something like that.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep. They're getting ready to give it because them niggas, they was with it. They was in it to win it. So they about to go back into that spirit. Job bros got it.
yeah. So like,
Oh, you got it, bro.
Okay. I wanted to pull this real quick because basically this will be in the kingdom when Esau falls. That Isaiah 14. But this is how the nations are looking at him now. So this is Isaiah 14, and I'm gonna start at
Did he freeze?
art thou become like unto us, that pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, and the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And so it says, as they said, Slakia, as not as all
I
they
think
shall speak and say
bro.
unto thee.
Again, like
What it cut me out?
yeah, you can reread it.
All right. All right, so Isaiah 14:10. Now, this is what the nations are saying when Esau falls. Like in the kingdom, they're going to look unto him and be like, hey, man, you weak like unto us. So this is Isaiah 14:10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we, art thou become like unto us. So you can use that also too in today's time, because the other nations, they see the weakness of America. They see everything, whatever happens here, they see it overseas. So they see you Babylonians being sodomites fighting for BS rights, the rights of sweet people. They see the pedophilia. They see everything. In America, is known as the hammer of the earth in Jeremiah, I believe, 50. Well, that hammer is not as strong. They're not strong no more. So no nations fear America. I mean, that's all I really wanted to get with that Isaiah 14.
Mm-hmm.
Consciously back you up because you got to go back whenever Gaddafi, he was
Yeah,
the president of uh,
Libya.
Libya. Whenever he was talking that smack about taking, their currency off the dollar, United
Mm-hmm.
States to take you out. But see
Mm-hmm.
now, all these countries they're not fearing it. And like you said, the hammer isn't as strong. It used to
Yeah.
be you talk like that, like Saddam Hussein, it come over there and bam,
Yeah.
it take you out. But now, what is China doing? They're making deals with Russia. I think I seen an article that came across my phone. Now the Chinese yuan is traded more in Russia than American dollar. So that
Yeah.
hammer ain't gonna roll up on whatever cheesy, whatever I don't know his name,
Xi Jinping.
whatever his name over there. So that hammer ain't gonna roll up on the Chinese. Why? Because they have nuclear weapons.
Right.
And so they could roll up on Libya and Afghanistan and
Mm-hmm.
Venezuela, all these other countries, but they can't roll up on China like that. They got to tread lightly. They got to, here it is. You play checkers or chess. You got to strategize. But the other
Yeah.
countries, they just come with bombs over Baghdad and outcasts
Yeah.
and make a hit about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're realizing that there's bigger niggas at the park.
Yeah.
You know, you transfer schools, and at the last school you were a bully. Now There's about 10, 15 of the same type size niggas like you, probably big. You know what I'm saying? They bigger than you. You can continue to deal with the scrub ass niggas, but you ain't finna take Big Joe money. You ain't finna do that to him. He ain't going for that. You know, or Big Putin, I say. Yeah, you ain't finna take his money. You know, nigga named Vladimir. He sound like he beat your ass. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, I got some Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord power Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Mm-hmm. So I get it greatly despised. You know, everybody's starting to see the madness of Esau Edom. You know,
Right.
seeing that bullshit finally being exposed. All right, was that it on that? Or was there some
Uh,
more?
it keeps going. There's a little bit more. I get two more verses.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm on, son. Pretty sure
It
some more.
says, verse 3: The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Thou.
That's the pride of his heart. You know,
Mhm.
he's still, even with him knowing that his end is near, his end is nigh, he still believes that he has a way out. He still believes that you know, there's gonna be just a band of Edomites that are gonna come together and be able to fight against the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah. It just ain't gonna work. Nigga, you have lost. Okay?
Right.
That's that nigga in the in the movie where his ass just keep getting beat up. He's getting beat the hell down. And he keep getting up, trying to show he got some heart.
Right.
Maybe that one nigga, you got some heart, kid. Then he knock his ass back down. No, but this no, bro. That ain't working like that.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
That was really the main point. I'll leave it off right there.
Okay.
I got this article to back you up saying that America is greatly despised. So I know you both have seen that article that came out that Japan went against the EU of buying oil over $60 a barrel. So this
I said,
article, yeah, so this article it came out uh, March 15th, 2023. So about 2, 3 weeks ago, it was saying G7 opposes lowering Russian crude price cap from $60 a barrel. So they set a cap of $60 a barrel to try to uh, limit the amount of money revenue coming into the Russian economy. But I think it was what Japan. They need that oil.
Mhm.
It is. They don't. They're a country that doesn't have a lot of fossil fuels. So it's like, man, fuck that shit, man. Name your price. They paid more than it going against backing up the scripture. Beast shall hate the whore. That's one of them countries that's part of that NATO and EU. If I'm not mistaken, I know they with the NATO. They're one of those NATO countries that fight with America. They're not part of the European Union because Japan, of course, is in the Pacific, but they are allies with America. So ultimately, they went against what America stated. They wanted them to pay $60 or less, but it's like, nah, man, I can't rock with that.
Yeah.
So that's that tension brewing between all those different heathen nations against America, backing it up in Obadiah. America is small among the heathen. They got their evil eye toward them.
Hmm.
yep.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother.
I don't know if my brother brought it out or not. I can't remember. But this is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they shall be judged, and thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and should destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yeah, and so-called, I mean, he's been the one that's destroyed the earth. All right. And that's how we know that this is Esau Edom, the devil, all right, that the Bible speaks of, because you just go into, all you had to do is just look up the certain things that are happening. The LDR Shawarma brought out that one page. I think I sent it in the chat. But it's like a whole page dedicated to, I think it's ran by Christians or some shit, but or conservatives. Nonetheless, it's a whole page dedicated to um just like this, destruction of animals and shit like that.
Yeah, I know
Certain
what you're
things
talking
that have happened. Let me see if I could pull it up real quick. But as the scripture said, destroying them would destroy the earth. So he's the main one, all right, that has, he first off, he has the power to even do any of these things, man. Because when he throws out these bold statements like, "Oh, humans are destroying the earth," well, hold on, I, physically do not possess a boat, let alone a big ass goddamn ship. Okay, and I'm not going across the four corners of the earth dumping trash and oil and other things that don't belong in the water. And I'm not doing those things. Okay, but it's the same nigga that's gonna charge you $500 for a littering fine.
about.
Well, nigga, who's charging you? Which the ultimate answer is Yahweh Bashim Shai. You just haven't gotten that judgment yet.
Right.
Okay, but that judgment is soon coming, man. Because you can't do that shit, man. You can't go around destroying the earth and not expect a recompense. All right, well, go ahead. I'm gonna still see if I can find that list though.
That was it. That was it on that.
Okay. Um.
I got this Ezekiel 38. Because you were speaking out about Russia. I also want to say I'm not sure if Japan is actually part of NATO. I know that they are an ally with America, so I'm not sure if they actually. But
I
I was just
looked,
kind
I
of,
looked it up. I looked it up for you while you was going into it.
yeah, I was
It
kind
said
of looking.
that
What you found?
it says NATO has a number of partners across the globe, or global partners, and said that Japan was one of those global partners that they cooperate with on an individual basis.
Okay, con. I didn't want to, and we ain't trying to put up misinformation. I was like, man, let me look this up while I'm speaking about it, but throttle for that.
Real quick, cause I got it. It's endtimesprophecy.org. So yeah, so it's Christians. So, yeah, one of the things is Christ our righteousness, the love of God, amazing Bible truths. But nonetheless, they got a whole list. Mass animal deaths for 2023. And like I said, you go down it, man. I'm gonna read. Matter of fact, I'll read the last. I believe this is the last week, real quick. The 28th of March of this year, 500,000 chickens killed due to avian flu in Japan. The
Damn.
27th of March, so the day before, hundreds of dead fish wash up on the coast of Paraguay. And the 24th of March, 910 plus dead dolphins wash ashore since winter on the coast of France.
How many? How many thousand? Nine? Did you say 900 some thousand dolphins?
No, 910 plus.
Oh no. Okay, that's still a
Yeah,
lot.
Damn.
that's still a lot though. Not
Yeah,
like
that's a lot.
910,000, but just not over 900 dolphins, dead on the coast of France. You had 7 dead whales and 22 dolphins dead this year in New Jersey, in America. That was also on the 24th. So you had dolphins dead in France, then you had some dead in America. Thousands of fish dead on a beach in Hong Kong. Million dead fish in Australia on the 17th of March. And I mean, it just keeps going. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 plus dead puffins. I mean, what the fuck is a puffin? These animals shouldn't be going, you know what I'm saying, through these things like that, man. The
And we be,
whole earth is sick,
yeah.
Hmm.
you know?
We've been saying it. It's like even the fucking animals be catching hell. They in
real,
captivity as well.
real quick.
I got a priest. Oh, okay.
January 9th. This is the last one. January 9th. I'm only getting it because the number. January 9th, 2023. 10 million birds killed due to avian flu in Japan.
God damn.
How do you even fathom these numbers, man?
Yeah. Who
This is what
counting?
happens when the devil is in rulership.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because animals are gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Not
Not
gonna
like
have an
that.
immortal lion, but damn, you know, the avian flu. Birds are catching AIDS. How does a bird get a disease that was supposed to be only directly linked with humans? You
Mm-hmm.
know, hell, how are humans catching AIDS? The whole earth needs a reset. But you got it though, bro. Salakia. I just wanted to bring it up. I ended up finding it. Let me start at.
I got a precept for that. Isaiah 24 and verse 3, Sluggy 4 and 5. Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the world do languish. The earth also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Mhm.
Just showing you, man, that the whole earth is crying out, man, for a change of rulership. You know, there shouldn't be instances when tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions, of birds are just dying, man. When dolphins are killing themselves, being beached and so on and so forth, the earth is crying for a change, man. And that change isn't ultimately going to come until Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, returns and cleanses this world and puts everything in its right state. We're in bizarro world right now. Everything's upside down, but Yahweh Shai is about to come and put everything right side up, and that's going to be for eternity.
I got a precept for you.
Mm-hmm.
Genesis 6 and 12. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupt his way upon the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just plain, because this world is corrupt. This society is corrupt. The laws are slacked here. Everything's just out of whack. The way that the Most High had a structure built, it's been tampered with. So things are not being done. The earth doesn't even get a 7-year Sabbath, man.
Right.
Concrete everywhere. Okay, animals catching hell. We catching hell. All that.
Polluted air,
It's
chemtrails.
madness, man. Right, Salaki, you say?
And I was just saying chemtrails,
Yeah,
polluted air.
yeah. Chemtrails. You can't even breathe right. You can't eat right. It's corrupt. As the brothers say, and what the scriptures say, hey, it needs a reset. And what's that reset? That thermonuclear destruction and the return of Yahweh Shai. That's that reset. That's what we need.
Right. And I think I sent it in the chat a couple of days ago, if not yesterday, from GMS Dabar Gabas. He did a community post, and this is from October 4th, 2019, from CBS
Okay.
News. It says, for every 1/4 cup of cornmeal, the FDA allows an average of 1 or more whole insects, 2 or more rodent hairs, and 50 or more insect fragments, or 1 or more fragments of rodent dung.
Yeah, it was one of the elders out in Chicago telling me about how they, it's legal. You have it's a legal amount of shit that you can have, in food, your chips.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's why, brothers say eat the best of the worst, but to try to go hardcore on that healthy diet shit is ultimately vain because all the food is defiled, man.
That's what the scriptures say. They shall eat the defiled bread among the Gentiles.
Yep.
Right. Now, nobody's saying don't eat healthy.
Right.
And nobody's also telling you don't be sitting there going to Taco Bell every fucking night. But the scriptures, brothers say, and eat the best of the worst. Have a good diet, eat good. But you trying to be on that super mega diet of this, that, and the third, it's vain, it's irrelevant because everything's defiled. You're not gonna have that. We're in hell, man. You're not gonna have that perfect diet. You can have a good diet, but you're not gonna have that perfect diet that you quote unquote vegans are seeking for. You're not going to get it.
Right.
Kaya, you had something, and then after that, Malachi, whatever you holding, bro.
Come what I actually had because in that precept that IUR brought up, it went into the word language, and when you go into language, just a simple definition from it: loss or lack, vitality, grow weak or feeble, suffer from being forced to remain in an unpleasant place or
Mm.
situation. All them animals, they in a unpleasant place or situation. Why? They up under the rule of Esau Edom. So they growing weak. The whale like, man, fuck it, I don't want to live. I just beach myself.
Right.
I don't want because you got the sailor Esau Edom. He's sailing around the seven seas, just dumping all kind of toxins in the ocean. Here it
Right.
is. This is where I'm supposed to live at. This nigga dumping all kind of shit in the ocean. He's drilling for oil and got oil spills everywhere. And you go north of Nags Head, Virginia. All the water looks green up there. Why does the water look green? What the fuck is in the water to make it look green? This is the Atlantic Ocean. Constant water flowing. How is it I gotta go about 4 miles out to into the open ocean, then the water turns blue? What is being put out on the coast to make it look green? Has anybody asked that?
That ain't
Like,
normal.
that shit ain't normal. But if you go further out in the ocean, it's the same water. You would think that the water that's out there would recycle through it and then it would turn back blue, but it doesn't. Shit, it's
And
mind boggling.
this is what you get when you have the so-called white man as devil and rulership. It's madness. It's confusion. Like that's part of confusion. Why is this part of the ocean green, and then when we go out a little bit more, it's blue? That's confusion.
And you got to know why too, because they're taking the shrimp, crab, lobster,
Yep.
all the filters that's
Mhm.
even in the coast, and they draining the supply chain, so to speak. They taking all the creatures that filter the water out of the water. So I mean, shit.
They got that shit up north. Um, it's like a movement, but a restaurant at the same time. It's like $1 billion clam project or $1 million clam project. The LDR Swammer did a video on it a while back, and they basically breeding up all these clams to be put back in the ocean, but in the same time they're still eating the niggas. And then they're taking the actual clams, after they eat them, whatever, and then I guess regrowing them through that. But it's like it's just madness.
Mhm.
They doing the studies, they bringing out the information. Yeah, clams clean up this much water, but you literally have a program destined to bring them back, but then you also eating them while bringing them back. It
Right.
makes zero sense, man.
Mhm.
Can I bring this out real quick?
Come here.
It's not a scripture. It's just going into that the earth and being defiled. I just looked it up, and they have something called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is a collection of marine debris in the North Pacific Ocean. It says it's marine debris is litter that ends up in ocean, seas, and other large bodies of water. And I think they eventually, they just end up in one area or one patch, and it says that it's twice the size of Texas of just
Yeah.
garbage in the middle of the ocean.
God damn. I think they made a joke about that on Family Guy. It was like an island, and there was a whole bunch
They
of
did.
homeless niggas living there.
Mm-hmm. It's
I
just
remember.
it's called the what's it called? It's called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and I'm just looking it up, and it's just disgusting.
That's wild.
So that's how
So
Esau is just defiling the earth, which that's what they was created to do, anyways.
so when the missiles hit America, now we see how the ocean and stuff be clean because it's gonna be such a great blast. All that shit. The waters. I mean, shit. They're gonna be moved, and hey, that fire is gonna go through that. It's gonna have to hit that water.
Yeah.
So all that trash that's in the Atlantic, Pacific, all that shit.
All that shit, yep.
Yeah, when the missiles hit, is greater than just America being destroyed. It's even patches of trash that's all in the seas. They got to feel that heat too. It's gonna be a great heat wave. You know.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And yeah, it is a billion clam thing. It's in Florida. They're trying to restore a billion clams in Florida.
A billion.
Yep.
Um,
Just
I
like
got
Yeah, go ahead.
I got this Ezekiel 38. How the Lord planning on part of how the plan of the Lord is how Yakar was speaking on how the Lord is turning Russia back to the USSR spirit. So Ezekiel 38. I'm just gonna start it. I'm just reading verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So yeah, the Lord's gonna turn, the country of Russia, starting his leader, Vladimir Putin. We're gonna put that thought in his head, gonna turn him back to that old USSR spirit. Man, fuck the dollar, man. Shit. He's like, man, we Russia, we mother Russia. Here it is. So he talking this shit. So Lord, turn him back to that old USSR spirit. He's bringing people with him. You read verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Because Persia, that's the ancient way of saying Iran. So we already know that Iran and Russia, they have an alliance together. So hey, he gonna have his squad, and America gonna have their squad. But what America don't realize, their squad is gonna turn on them. So they're gonna be all out there by themselves. They're gonna be assed out at the end of the day. Why? Because it's prophecy.
Yep.
Malachi,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'll just get this going with what Kaya said. Revelations 17 and 16. It says, "In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore," which the whore is American, and 10 horns is the EU, "and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire."
Damn.
Nuclear destruction.
Eat the flesh and burn it with fire. Like you said, brother, the nuclear destruction. I'll back you up real quick. Jeremiah 50 and 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Like y'all was saying, essentially America's about to find out that nobody's actually going to be on their side when it matters the most, and this is proving it. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. You don't think America has allies that have nuclear capability?
right.
You know, they helping the niggas get them. You know what I'm saying, some of that shit. So
Exactly.
you're you know what I'm saying, like you're helping, you're aiding your destruction. The Most High is cold, man. Here it is. You created the weapon that's going to destroy you, and He put the spirit on you to help other niggas get it to help destroy you. So you just, you lose.
Hmm.
You
What they
know,
say in chess,
you
checkmate.
get nothing. It's right there.
You're
You know what he say? Black
you're
and white.
what they say. You're digging your own grave, so to speak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So you get nothing, man. And ultimately, yeah, because the latter end, she have sinned against the Lord. Yahweh Shemashah. So
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be your judgment. You know, your friend. You know, God damn, Tommy, really? You know what they call it? Damn, it's going into the. I think it was like. I think it was during the time of Romans. It's like a saying because one of the dudes that got betrayed. Uh, it was. Oh no, it was when somebody was getting set up to get assassinated or something. Damn.
Oh, you talking about we said etu bute, etu
Yep,
bute,
yep, 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 Con, yep, yep, yeah.
and
That's
you Brutus, and you Brutus.
right, yeah. That's gonna be the mindset, okay, of Esau Edom.
And you too, Germany.
Right, right. And to Germany, Turkey, whatever the hell, I said that's gonna be that mindset. God damn, I can't believe this nigga. Yeah, water. That's what I couldn't think of it, but yeah, the most high code. But y'all got it though, Salakia.
I had something real quick. So I
Yeah, go ahead,
believe
bro.
we had started off at Jeremiah 51, and it was
Mm-hmm.
6. It said, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon," which that's not actually talking about. Damn, we know that's not actually talking about America. So this talking about the mind state. You know what I'm saying? Flee out the ways of America, Babylon the Great. So I got this Micah 2:10. Since if you're watching this live and you're just not coming to the truth, now you know why you should depart from the ways of Babylon the Great, because it's gonna get you destroyed, knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite. So this is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." So America, Babylon the Great, is not our rest. This shit is about to fall. You can't rest in a place. Well, you can't put your hopes, dreams in this place, and it's about to fall, right? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, which we named all the pollutions as well, dealing with the food, the mindset of our people, the animals, everything is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction. So the ways of America polluting your mind, it'll leave you being destroyed. It'll have you thinking that you got 20 years here, 30 years, 40 years here, another 100 years here. It'll have you in a docile state of mind. So wake up, see the light, smell the coffee burning, and depart from this place, mentally, spiritually. That's all I want to say, brothers.
Mhm.
I had something. Y'all brothers got it. So like, I was looking for something. Thought I had something.
I got something lie up on that scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Read that again.
Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to make any tarrying. You don't want to put off, all right, repenting and coming back to Yahweh Shema Shah, because especially once we see the implementation of the MOTB, that RFID microchip, once that's made mandatory, which that's not the time to repent. You don't wait till the chip gets rolled out and then you repent, all right? Because you don't even know if you're gonna make it to that event to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you first hear this truth, that's the time to come back to Yahweh Shema Shai, because the Most High has an endless sleeve of judgment. Like I said, you might not even make it to see, the chip actually be made mandatory. All right, you might hear about the truth, and then the next week, your ass, you decide to be one of the passport bros, and you don't even make it to goddamn Colombia, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Plane go down. So you need to repent, make no turn to turn to the Lord. That sudden destruction gonna come upon you.
Right.
All right, because was it the peace and safety doctrine? All right, it's gonna be getting pushed soon. I mean, it already is. Every time something drastic happens in Babylon, what do they tell you? It's all right. Everybody breathe. You know, let's relax. Let's think this through. Pray for each other. You
Mm-hmm.
know, And it's like that shit don't work, man. When when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction.
Yep.
All right, cometh upon them as travail upon a woman. Okay, roughly paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be caught up in that shit, and a lot of people are going to be caught up in that shit. They already have.
I got something.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66 and 15, round to verse 16. For behold, and this is how you people
Fuck.
that ignorantly call Jesus Christ. This is how he's coming back, which his name is Yahushua. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Oh, yeah. The slain of the Lord shall be many. So he's going to plead with all flesh by fire, not by soothing words of comfort in a trial. All right, you're already on trial, nigga. Now the sentencing is about to happen. You know, the jury has already made a decision. Okay, you either guilty or not guilty, and a lot of niggas are getting ready to be found guilty.
Yep.
Right.
So you're gonna have to face the judgment. You know, death penalty, life in prison. 30 years, whatever. Whatever the case may be. Malachi, you got something?
Yeah. This is Revelations 18 and 7 to 8. It says, let's talk about America. It says how much she had glorified her, which that's prideful in itself because there's three Americas, if you get what I'm saying. But anyways, it says how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen. And this proves also that it's the whore, because it's likening it unto a woman.
Yeah.
It says, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow, which also goes into the pride of the Edomites on how they're not going to be touched, and how America is an unstoppable force, even though the Greeks and the Romans both came and went like a fart, and they're going to do the same damn thing.
Right.
Verse 8 says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
Yep. Utterly burned with fire. The scriptures say utterly before a certain word. That means your ass about to get fucked up on a major scale, man. All right, and there's nothing nice coming from that. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so you're gonna be utterly burned with that fire because you believe. Once again, going to the Obadiah, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. You believe that you're untouchable and that nothing can happen to you, and you push that ideology amongst the people. You have such thing as American pride. You have some bald random nigga, bald as hell. He's 43. He works at Electrolux, and he's on the comment board of a YouTube video telling you that the Americans are going to beat the Russians in war. You're out of your fucking mind, nigga. You won't get anywhere close to that war. First off, they brag about they boast in their guns and always bringing up the history. Look at the history. America's never fallen. Well, nigga, that's the point.
See, an average American don't know shit. He knows about World War II, and that's really about it. And ever since World War II, is like they'll say, well, America hasn't been touched since. Yeah, because it's being preserved for judgment. The Lord's waiting for that perfect moment. And then look what the Lord's doing. He's bleeding America dry. He's bringing America down low. You got a lot of Edomites that say this place is going to shit, because it is.
Right.
But it's just the pride in thy heart. The pride of Americans have them see themselves so hard and so bad. Even though the dollar's about to crash, you still got a couple of knucklehead niggas in the dungeon in they goddamn man cave sitting there saying, yeah, we straight though. You're wild.
Right.
There's no
You're a fucking
accountability.
maniac, man. You're fucking delusional.
There's
This place
no
is being brought low to be fucking destroyed, man.
And that's how you know this place is Babylon, because it said that basically going into how she don't know damn, like basically Babylon ain't been touched. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Other places, I'm gonna get it real quick. But yeah, America ain't been touched by nothing, really. So damn,
Not at
let me
their homeland.
Mhm.
Close thing they had to that was the Civil War. But there's
bullshit.
no accountability with Edomites, because even when you even go into the history of the nation of Israel, you know we'll openly admit the lowest point of our history.
I got
Shit,
it real quick.
we'll tell you exactly how the fuck we ended up here underneath you, dumbass niggas. All right,
Right.
this is a very low point in the nation of Israel, man. You got to be taught that you're an Israelite. You got to really relearn the Hebrew. Come on, man. You struggling. Shemaya, Salakia. You, come on, man. This is low. Okay. Now, through the spirit of probably how about Shema Shai, it's a beautiful thing because we're coming back to our heritage. But man, shit, we fell low, man. But we take accountability. We gonna tell you about it, but we tell you about both sides of it. When we up, when we was up, when we was down. Edomites just want to talk about when they up, when they up. Well, nigga, you gotta eventually come down, nigga. All right, Babylon's not gonna be just this, which that's what's that? Psalms 49.
Yep, I got that.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is Psalm 49 and 11. It says their inward thought.
He froze.
Damn.
See, it's part of this nigga process. He don't he don't want things like that to come out.
Read
Read
it
that
again one
again,
more
not
time.
you
I
cut out.
froze.
All right, damn, that's fucked up. All right, it says Psalm 49 and 11. It says their inward thought. Damn, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They
And it's,
call their lands after
Yeah,
their own names.
and the
yeah.
scriptures, and Esau's proud because if you read the book of Obadiah, they think in their minds, who shall bring me down to the ground? Look, I got this place set up. I got these Israelites in a basket. I got them in a trick bag. I'm about to push this NWO. Who gonna bring me down? But the answer to that question is Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna bring your monkey ass down, nigga. He's the one that's putting that pride in your heart and make you deceive yourself. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, and devil means deceiver. He's deceiving not just other people. He's deceiving himself, thinking that he's gonna remain on top. Nigga, you're being brought down low. Your kingdom is literally crumbling like how you crumble a cookie. It's over with.
when
You crumble
you
a cookie, you can't eat it. You got to throw it away.
when you're able to create a lie, that means you know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And so this man has successfully managed to go across the four corners of the earth and spread a lie. You know, a complete dumbass one at that, but got everybody to believe it. But he knows about the realistic, aspects of the scriptures. He knows about the scriptures. He knows about the truth. He knows what time it is, and he knows that the words of Yahweh Shema Shah are written in the Bible and to be taken, for full value.
Mm-hmm.
So to turn around and still try to make, come up with a plan to usurp that authority that you already know that you're under, that is the example of pride.
Yep.
They need to just list when you Google pride and you click see images, they need to show a bunch of Edomites
Right.
because they're the forefront of that. That's a
Right.
prime example of it. This nigga truly believes that he's able to usurp the authority of Yahweh Shema Shai. And it don't work, bro. But you got it. Lawyer, was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Brothers got anything else? We get ready to wrap up.
I do.
All right, go ahead.
I got one.
Go ahead, Lloyd.
Oh shit, Salaki. Didn't
Oh,
nobody
I
say
thought he
nothing.
froze.
All right, this is Isaiah 13, and I'm gonna start at 17. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them." Ain't talking about it's about not in Babylon, America, Babylon the Great, which shall not render gold. I mean, Slacky, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young man to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, and Babylon, the glory of the land, shall not spare her children. And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabia pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their foes there. So these Medes, which are the Russians, they're not gonna spare anything. You know,
Right.
man, woman, child, the baby in the womb, none of that. They don't give a damn. Gonna give a damn about the gold, silver, which is the money, representing money. None of that. You know, and it's gonna be as when the Most High will do Sodom and Gomorrah. It's gonna be worse than that.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I got.
Kaya, Malachi, Aywa, y'all got him good?
No.
Go ahead, whoever said, yeah, I believe it's you, Malachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel 3 and 9 to 10, and this is really are back when you were talking about at the park. It says, because in modern day age, everybody's swole as shit as long as they have nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you're fighting Conor McGregor, you walk up with a Glock, he's getting popped. It don't make no difference. And that's essentially what a nuclear missile is today. It doesn't matter how many troops you have and who has the best machine guns. If I have a missile, I can shoot it at your country. There's nothing you can do about it. So Joel 3 and 9 to 10, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yep. Let the weak say I'm strong. So take your weapons what's those, harvesting weapons?
Yeah, for agriculture.
Yeah. What? So essentially, weapons that ain't used for war. Beat them into weapons that's used for war, man.
Right.
Let the weak say I'm strong. All right. Like I said, you ain't the only nigga that's capable of doing certain things. There's 5 other niggas that's able to give that same wedgie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're no longer the only bully of the park, man.
Right.
Now your ass is getting wedgie. Slammed in the locker and shit. Get your ass in there, nigga. Shit like that. Okay, this is what's happening on the earth. And like I said, like the brother said, it doesn't ultimately matter about your strength. Realistically, if somebody walks up on Deontay Wilder, he got a hell of a right hand, but that nigga got a hell of a trigger finger, whoever's opposing him.
Right.
So one's going to win, and it's not going to be the nigga Hook. It's going to be that bullet. So, hey, if they have that capability, which they all will, going back to that Jeremiah the 50th chapter, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. All right? This is what's getting ready to happen here. And that's why it says, well, which is actually talking about, when we get beamed up, come out of her, my people, they be not partakers of her plagues, but spiritually too. Your mindset. You need to remove your mind from the ways of Babylon the Great. Micah the 2nd chapter, rise ye and depart, this is not your rest. It shall destroy you. Go ahead, bro. We'll close on that one. Y'all now.
Oh, This is hold on, I just want to Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah. And right now, Yahweh Shema Shah is still able to be found because Amos 8 and 11 has not happened yet. So you're still able to go on YouTube and look up this truth and all right, get a full understanding, of the scriptures. Because pretty soon, when the true prophets of the Lord are taken off YouTube, you're gonna be left with. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who you're gonna be left with. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look this up. Revelation 13 explained.
Some guy, basically kind of, steps up and makes a claim.
That's who you're gonna be left with. The Calvary Chapel in Ontario, Canada. You're not getting no goddamn understanding from this nigga. Okay? And see, you got a nigga in the comment in 2020 and still watching and learning. So that's what people are going to be left with. The cavalry in Canada. And, a complete, a complete butchering of scriptures. And that list, it got worse as you scroll down. You got him, this nigga popular, this other nigga. Oh, you got a woman. You got Robert Breaker, another woman. CBC. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of wickedness, man. A whole bunch of misunderstanding. So it's better to seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Okay? If you're an Israelite. So, Lord's with us is edifying, man. We're going to wrap it up. Before we close, once again, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh. And double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. Peace, much love, and citation to those who elect. Until the next one, shalom. Bob.
PTA.
See.